What's going on, everybody? Successdriven here. I wanted to also let everybody know that starting here today, as you can see, I'm going to start offering bits and pieces of advice here and there. I'm going to try to do it every day, but unfortunately, like I said, I'm no celebrity or nothing like that. So, I don't have the luxury of time to necessarily take every day and offer advice and just talk to you all because of my surplus of finances, so to speak. So gotta still work, but I'm gonna try every single day to offer some advice. So as I start off this kind of level of advice giving to anybody that's in need and feel that they need to listen to a different level of a voice, somebody that's not as judgmental, somebody that's literally living on the same playing field as you are. The first thing I would say to anybody, if you're ever feeling at a level of quote unquote discomfort, or you're feeling at a level where you just kind of like, to be honest, man, screw this, it's better off not being here than it is to actually see what's down the line for you. I would recommend anybody just to simply, whatever you're feeling, find you a piece of paper and write it down. Now, you ask yourself, why does writing it down mean anything? Like, what am I going to get out of writing down? If you write down what you feel, it's your way of releasing the negative energy that you're feeding your mind. And the reason I say that is because I do it every single day. There's not a moment in any of my days, recently to be exact, that I have not felt extremely upset, extremely ticked off, extremely mad at whatever it is. Now, I must admit, 9 times out of 10, it has something to do with what I do every day for a living, and the level of how I can say complications that come with my profession, so to speak. But if I wasn't writing it down, and if you don't write it down, it stays in your mind. Like, it literally just stays in your mind. You're just like, what the heck? What can I do to get this out? So the first thing I would recommend anybody to do, write it down. I don't care if it's the worst of the worst of thoughts that you're having in your head. Write it down. Simply write it down and write it down and write it down and write it down until there's no longer a thought in your head. Because inadvertently, when you write stuff down, it's your way of talking to someone without talking to someone. Because I know some people, even me, I would never pay somebody, or even feel like I would want to pay somebody that I completely don't know and tell them the deepest and darkest feelings that I have. Because they may say I'm legally not able to discuss that with everyone else, but you just don't know where it goes, and some people just may not have the finances to pay someone to talk about how they feel. So this is a simple way. It's a simple step towards dealing with that uncomfortable feeling that you have. And I want to let you know, and I'm going to let you know every single day you see my videos, it's okay. It's all right. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's not unhealthy. Where it gets unhealthy is if you don't find ways to release whatever it is you're feeling. Because as human beings, we're not designed to always be up. We're not designed to always be happy. We're not designed to always have it good. That's just not how it's made. Now, there are some people in life that have been blessed with the ability to live way more happier days than bad ones. But even in those situations, everybody has a good and a bad. Everybody has a up and a down. It's just different levels to it. And for me, my down has especially recently has been more than up. But there's certain things that I've taken interest in that have let me basically release those types of feelings so that I can just make it to another day. And if you can tell yourself, man, I just need to make it to the next day, I just need to make it to the next day, your days will get better, and you will find different avenues to help you find that success, find that happiness, find that peace within. That peace from within, and that's what Success Driven is all about. Success Driven, again, I'm gonna hammer it in your mind, and hammer it in your mind, and hammer it in your mind. Success Driven is all about training the mind. We're training the mind to be at peace. If we can train the mind to be at peace, if we can train the mind to be satisfied with self more than anything else in the world, you will be okay. I promise you will be okay. I promise you will be able to deal with whatever punches life's going to throw at you. But you just got to find a way to channel it. You have to find a way to channel it. You have to find a way to balance your good and your bad days. And you have to find people And that's the toughest part. I'll get into that a little bit later. But you have to find people that will feed your soul in a good way, not a bad way. Not people that want to use you, not people that's for the sometime, not people that's trying to get something out of you for their own self, benefit or whatever it is you want to call it. You have to find legitimate people that can relate. And that's what, again, I started Success Driven, because I feel like as a person that doesn't have any status, that doesn't have any profile, that doesn't have any money, I'm just a person out here living the same life that you're living, I can relate. So again, I'll be posting content as often as I possibly can. Right now, we are Success Driven 23 is the Instagram page. I'm starting from the ground up. Like I said, it's not for financial gain. I just want to be able to touch those people that feel like they can't talk to anybody else. Like I said, as you trade a story, I'll trade a story. Right now, I don't want, everything of mine. I'm still a very personal person, so I don't, want my personal stories to be out there for the world to see. But if you ever want to talk, if you ever want to communicate with me, you can send me an inbox there, and we can literally exchange story for story. As you give me a story, I'll give you a story, and you'll be surprised at how much common ground we have, regardless of how bad you think your situation is right now. I can relate. So hit me up. Hope you guys enjoyed. Success Driven, we're going to take this to a place that we've never taken it before. We're going to inspire. We're going to retrain minds. We're going to literally help anybody that's feeling at the lowest of the low, because I'm here with you. I care for you. And trust me, I will get back to you. So contact me. Let's chop it up. We're going to continue to get these to you every day. But if you're feeling bad, step one, write it down. You feel like crap, write I feel like crap. You feel like you just, this world's coming to an end, write you feel this world's coming to an end. You feel like you want to go eat cookies, write down you want to go eat cookies. I'm just kidding about the cookie part, but just write it down. Thanks everybody. Hit me up.